Hello Factorio fans, this is ACryInShame. I'm bringing you more Factorio goodness, and as we've discussed a little bit, we have our setup down here working now. All that going, let's crack it down. We got a pretty constant flow going there, it's building up light oils and whatnot. This is much better now, much better. I don't have direct sight in that when I'm not around the area, but that's fine. But what we want to do is, we have this setup here, right? We got some things going on. Effective transmissions. Oh, interesting. We could get those, but we need heavy. We're not there yet. We're not on the high science stuff. Energy shields. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do energy shields. Tear down this, right? You want to make sure there's no... We get some more things there. And I was thinking of encapsulating this part here for now, before doing the walling here, because we're doing the wall here, and we're going to do the wall here. And we're going to wipe out all the biters in here, and then we're going to do, I'm thinking about a little more scouting down here, to see if there's anything else we can, you know, enterprise on, like maybe some other little lake that we can branch off into. If not, we're just going to, this is going to be the Great Wall. Well, let's have one big wall right across here, and that's fine. And we'll have all this area to work with as we please. But for now, because we have this area over here that we can encapsulate, we're going to go ahead and do that. And the reason we're going to go ahead and encapsulate that area is so that we can get started on actually creating a full-fledged base. Because this entire time that we've been building this base, everything's been more or less temporary. I know that sounds a little crazy, like, what do you mean it's been temporary? Like that, you've been building an entire full-fledged base. Yes, I have. But it's not a mega base. That's not how mega bases work. Your first starting area that you're working with and making things, you don't. That's not your base. That is just a staging area. That is just a staging area. You go and build and rebuild the base. You build little outposts and you make a massive furnace area, and you put trains everywhere. Like, that's a mega base. That's how you do mega base stuff. The reason I'm doing this is because these lasers here will keep this area safe and encapsulated, so that everything on the east side of that line will be annihilated when they come and try to fight off our faces. While everything on the west side will be the base itself. We will get all the iron and copper and all that ore up as well, but we're going to start off with creating a line from here all the way to the other side of the lake. So let's get a line going so we can get power out there to work with. Got all we got here. A lot of trees we're going to destroy. That's fine. We have plenty of grains to do so. We're going to murder forests. It's going to be fantastic. We need some rails. Now, we're not going to make all the rails right now. We're just going to be planning, because we don't need the rails to make the base. We just need the rails to be ready to go for when we do put everything together. So here's the thing. Now, I'm not going to worry about like the sheer size of this main north-south section, because we can always dig into the water, right, as the base gets bigger. So what I can do is I can just do things like this, and that's what I'm just ghosting it. Just gonna ghost it. Gonna ghost that too, and we're gonna come over here. We're gonna need to have this section here, right in the middle, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna have two rails on either side of this section here. We need space between this one and the next one. So I'm gonna have multiple rails set up for main routes like this one. And even if it's not a main route, I don't want that. I don't want to place them down. I'm ghosting. I'm ghosting right now. I'm doing blueprinting. Energy Shield Mark II is all ready to go as well. So how much is that? 10 energy shields and 10 processing units for 2x2. How about battery? Or we can do this. That's high. Once again, we need high. Gotta get that high tech research, man. Gonna be a little bit. If I can get this going though, that'd be awesome. That lab research speed, production and high, the ones that we do not have right now. Military 3. Do military 3. Get poison capsules. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. For taking down bases. Slow down capsules. I wonder if they made these better. Because they seem to have like given a good boost to a lot of things in this, so if they made those better too, that'd be fantastic. Alright, so I want to have like that. Now, what I'm doing, I'm making plenty of room for trains to be about, whatnot, you know? I'm not sure there's going to be an issue with what I'm doing. Me putting these right next to each other is going to be an issue. Or if I need space between them, like that, at least. I don't really work with multiple lines of trains like this before. I mean, they're probably going to need space because you need signaling to properly set it up, so I'm going to leave space. I'm going to make these 3-line on either side. Like that. There we go. And like that. And like that. Alright. So that's going to be the straightaway. We're just go ahead and take out our blueprint. Take a new blueprint. Go on, new blueprint. Thank you. Right. Close that. And we're just going to do plop. Right. Rails. Done. Awesome. So then we can just be like, and blueprint. This is the main rails right there. That's the main rails. No big deal. Awesome. So that's the main rail, right? We're gonna need a junction right here. This is where we're gonna have some drop-off points, right? That's a good spot. Either here or here. I think actually one down is actually a better spot. So we're gonna go down one section. We're gonna have a junction right here. What that means is these these lines have to converge together to create an input junction spot. An in and out spot, right? And these spots don't have to be crazy or nothing, they just need to work. Things have to be able to go in and out. Tanks! Can I get a tank? Ah, that'd be awesome. Tanks! Yes! I'm at a point where we can get tanks. So I can do something. Oh, no, I didn't want to actually place it down. Ghost man. Ghost, please. Don't do that. Ghost. Yes, ghost. The point of ghosting like that is I want to make sure that I can get these all kind of lined up together. They're all converging on the same rail very nicely. Like that. Like that's good. They all converge on that rail. That's good. We have this come down and needs to converge on this rail here somehow. Like there. This means cross multiple lines like that, but that works. And this one should be just a little further down like that. That'll converge on there. And I think I got the hang of this actually already. Cool. So there. So these will all converge onto this line. And I will just need to signal this up properly so none of the trains run into each other, obviously. Because that would be, you know, horrible. And then we're going to go ahead and put this line here. Make sure that's connecting properly. And then goes to this side. So this is going to be the output side, where trains are going to be leaving. And if you haven't already noticed, I am American, and we drive on the right. So if you were not American, and you were watching this, I apologize, I guess. It's hard to explain on that one. Like, I'm sorry this may confuse setup-wise, but you should be able to mirror it pretty easily in cannon shooting speed, cannon shell damage. I think being able to do just shell damage on that might be a better suit for that. Shift, click, thank you. So why that wasn't working. There. These will go out that way. This may be a little interesting, honestly. Seems like rails are a little easier than they were before. They can make a little sharper turns than they did before. This may be a bit of a crazy junction to work with, to do properly. I wonder if there's a better setup. Give me 1 minute, I'm gonna look something up. Okay guys, I'm back. So, did quick searching, nothing too spectacular, but it seems like my plans here, they're too close to be, you know, properly set up, and it seems like the 4 lane where it's 2 on either side rather than 3 on either side seems to be like the standard. But of course we'd like to expand on that, because, you know, I would prefer if I could use more lanes. So it's a very high possibility that we're going to more or less ignore that setup. So let's see here. I mean, this looks like I wouldn't be able to properly signal the in-betweens of all this. It would literally be if you're at the junction, something else is in the junction, then you're not going through the junction, which causes a lot of issues, honestly. So what we're going to do is kind of clear this out, alright? I'm going to work with what I know first, and then go from there, right? Makes sense to work from the knowledge you know and build off that knowledge. First things first, we're gonna have these go. Okay. We're gonna start with the four lane. It's fine, right? Because we can do 4 lane. We know 4 lane works. Actually, it's a lot of extra room between the lanes. So we're actually in the middle one we're going to remove, not the edge ones. That's not the edge one. That's the right one. Stop putting it down, holding shift. Come on. Not even close enough to. Oh, I'm so close to put those down anyway. Shouldn't be that close. Shouldn't be allowed to do that, you know? Click. Thank you. Click. No. Stop. Ghost, please. Thank you. I don't want to put lines down. Stop! Why does it keep doing that? It's like it's only going to ghost if you're too far away to place it down. When it does that, and then it wants to work properly. That bothers me. So right here is actually where it should be. So 1, 2, 3. That seems to be the possible line marking that doesn't work. Alright, so these can go away. This one can go away. Whoosh. Okay. This would be a 4 lane, right? And then if I want to do 6 lane, I just need to do 1, 2, right? And then here, there. And I do want to do a 6 lane. So I'm going to plan as if I'm doing a 6 lane because that's going to be the plan in the long run. Right. Now to keep things simple, I can keep it where, you know, this guy right here can just turn right into here, more or less. Just need back one. Bam. Right. I would rather prefer if you would actually use the ghosting. Thank you. Ain't that hard. I'm not ready to build this yet. So that's in, and this is out. Come on, out. Good. So that's a simple T-junction, right? And then these should be connected here. If I can get these two. Come on. Why is it so difficult? Yeah, like that, but one more over. Why is that so tough? I don't understand that. And why isn't it ghosting? It's kind of like, oh, I'm too close to ghost. Like what? I'm like, what are you talking about? It shouldn't matter how close I am for ghosting. If I want it to ghost, it should ghost. There, that's the input for that side. I should be able to do something very similar for this side. Oh, no, go away. Oh, stop. There. Thank you. There. Thank you. There. So that's the in and out on the right side. Now to get the left side to do something similar, it might be a little more difficult. Let's see if we can get this down to connect, because I'm going to want to go across at a weird angle like that. I would prefer if we get as straight as possible. And then maybe do an angle turn thing here. Not all loopy craziness, please. Like maybe there? See, I like that better. Maybe that one there. That one can go... What? What's the deal here? Come on. It's nice that they added this whole thing, it really is. It is a little fickle sometimes, but I do like that it is here. Alright, and then do out would go the other way, right? So, to go out, you just come down to about the same spot. And it's the curve down here, right? So... There. That is a lot cleaner than what we had before. Cool, so there we go. There's our 6-way intersection into a two-way intersection here. I'll get more damage there. What do I need to build the tank? I need advanced circuits, right? That's all I'm missing. Oh, I need engine, 2 more engine pieces. And everything else I can make, just stealing engines. Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a spot right here. Of course, this can be upgraded into multiple lines, which we will do later on. We don't need multiple input lines because they can go into one line here. I mean, this can immediately split off into, you know, more. But for now, that's good. That's actually really good on that. So we're good there. What we need to do now is take this piece here, trash it, take our blueprint library to add a new blueprint. Thank you. Oh, thank you. This is adds blueprints, right? Filter, game blueprints. All blueprints. Okay, interesting. Can I add blueprints to my blueprint library? Is that how this works? If I do this, and I wanted to say, like, you know, keep this forever and ever and ever. Right, keep this junction together. Oops, broke it. Damn it. Go away. Right. So there. I'm going to break this part here. This will be the junction setup. And this will be up to here. This will be the T-junction setup. Go ahead and blueprint this entire section here. I'm missing one piece down here. There we go. Well, we'll call this. I mean, it's not quite. It's not a T-junction because it's not set up for lanes in actual T-junction. This is more of a station. So this is a station junction. So station junction. Good. Station junction. That's what this is. As a station junction. So that's good. We have station junctions now. Let me get my car, which is somewhere. Where is my vehicle? Did I never get my car? I left it behind, didn't I? Of course I did. It was behind somewhere. It's over there. Somewhere here. Is that the car? That's the car. Okay. So, we need to get some grenade to clear out some more trees, because we don't have enough grenades to be doing that. We're out of grenades. Clear more trees. Make our way. Oh, crashing into stuff now. Come on back down here. Clear off a good spot to do a station. The reason I'm working on stations right now is because we're going to need some proper stations in the very near future. Some science is chewing along. Is this really eating through this real quick? Because we are low on what? Iron? Yeah, we are. Low on iron. Look at that. That is sparse. Oof. That is painful to look at. I'll take all these guys here, though. We need what? We need 2 engines. Are there engines being created somewhere? I think we do. Or go do that. How's this? Well, no. 100. Oh my god, it's awesome. We are stocked up. That is awesome. That is fantastic. I am totally grabbing those right now. Let it build up more. I know, it's probably a terrible idea with our iron shortage. But we still have iron, it's just not coming in fast enough. That's what the real issue is. It's not our power, right? Yeah, not the power. Right. It's back on track. Need to get grenades. Granadas. So that we can clear forest. And we need literally 2 engines so that we can make tank for fighting biters in the very near future. So just grab all that, thank you. Inventory is full again, and I can get rid of these science packs. I don't need those. I got plenty of these stone brick that I can start placing down all over the base. I can keep those. I can do something like this. Alright, let's make our way back over. Because we're at this point, we're pretty much starting from square one. We are planning everything out from the get-go. Right? As if we have nothing over here. And we want to make the plannings big, rather than having to tear down things and rebuild them later. So that's what we're doing. Because we won't need to build, all the lines right away, but we won't have to rebuild them either. Because right now we're just going to need like 1 station for copper, 1 station for iron, or stuff like that. We're not going to need mass station setup. But it's going to be a really big base, so we're going to need to clear out a lot of trees, make sure that we can have plenty of space, because we got big plans, big plans. This is mega base, so we need really heavy duty infrastructure to make proper mega base. This is going to be a while before we get robots. We are not going to depend on the robots. they're going to be supplements if needed. And I find robots to be long term, they're slower than using belts and stuff and properly using setups. Well, that works. Not what I wanted, but that works. I was going to shoot them down, not torch them. Alright, so that's a good amount of space there now. Take down that as well. Just shoot a rock to death. Alright, cool. Cool. So we have stations, right? These are going to be input for stations. This is where things are going to split off into the locations where they need to be. So I think first station, the main two stations should be iron and copper, right? So let's make a waiting station area. So we're actually going to do this. This is just going to kind of loop. Well, it's going to bend around like that, right? And then we're going to create a waiting station. So we're just going to figure out how long the waiting station needs to be. And to do that properly, we would like to create locomotives and stuff. I don't have quite the engine stuff I would want to do that properly. I didn't grab engines before coming over here. Alright, I'm sorry. But I can do this, I can simulate it with the train stop anyway. So if I have this set up, and this is going to be this way for, say, this long. How long? I need something to place down, don't I? I don't like a locomotive. I thought it would be fine, but who knows? We're gonna need a locomotive either way, so it's not like I'm wasting materials. I'll grab engines later. It's not showing the lines because it's not actual. Damn it. Okay, well that's annoying. So let's do this then. Let's do an actual line here. This is kind of going to be here either way. Do a train stop, locomotive. I have the train stop, say it's right here. It'll be that way. Okay. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 2 is heavy duty training, where you get like super trains, stuff like that going. And that's actually okay, because we're probably going to prepare for that anyway during the bigger trains like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5. This is the 131 trains. We could do the 131 trains, just have it where we just have more of them. I mean, I'm okay with that too. I think 131 should be fine. And it's going to be a lot easier to measure out with, guidelines like that. So I put this down. See, it should show. So all the way right here, what we're looking at, right? So if it needs to be here, would be the furthest back then, with our current setup, right? To be here. So how many lines would that give us? That's the important thing. Can we make these side by side? Is it possible to make it side by side? If so, totally going to do that. If not, then forget it. But I think we can. I think we can. Yeah, totally can. Okay. But then we don't have space for the damn signals. That's the problem. Alright, so we can't make it directly side by side, but we can make it one off from each other, which is as close as we're going to get to being that, so that's fine. Damn it. Don't want them to be placed down yet. So this is the one we're going to ignore. This comes down to here. That 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 comes down to here. These are all waiting stations. These are not actual loading and unloading stations. These are just waiting stations, right? Then from the waiting stations, we're actually going to go to the actual stations themselves, which we're going to make sure that's a big enough area to work with as well. So much tree destruction. Loving hit. Yeah, check out that turret. That's devastating. That side really needs to be worked on. Really get that going as well. I'm kind of leisurely ignoring that section. That's for sure. That's what I've been doing. I've been ignoring that section. Alright, and then these will be where these will all come and converge into the actual station setup itself. Come on. Ain't that hard, please. Alright, so that's that, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trains can be sitting here waiting on stations, which is fine. I mean, don't really need much more than that. 7 trains? Yeah, it's fine. We're not going to be using too much further down, because I mean, the furthest down we got is right here. We got plenty of space to work with if we need to extend these out more and add more lines or whatever. So, leaving room for more builds, we're going to start the stations like right here. Stop. Let go. I hate that, like, it doesn't... It's like, you gotta remember, like, which key does what. Or, like, stuff like that, and it's one thing I keep forgetting. Alright, and then this will make its way back straight here. That'll make its way up. It's around here somewhere. That'll converge onto here. Oh, okay. That'll converge to here then. I'm trying to make this as tight as possible. I don't want to make a huge curve. These are in my way, I can't see. Grenades, please? Nope, no grenades. Alright, shooting it is. Alright. Cool. That works. So there. The stations will be here. Trains will pull up, park, unload, then we'll have belting go into the base itself. We're going to need more grenades to continue to clear these trees out, but that's the station basics, right? Like that's input, waiting system, station itself, and we're looking good so far. So train stuff's down here, right? And I think just doing this whole setup and kind of planning this all out is actually taking us close to our mark already. We're at 20 minutes in the video. A little over 20 minutes. Come over here. On the right side, right? So, yeah, that's it. We're gonna unload here. We're gonna really make an unload station too. So what we're gonna do is, if we were to do unload station, right? So we do that. We're gonna have this come out, right? We're gonna set this up properly. Start from square one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning I need this up again. Right here is where it can end. Right, so we need that to go away for a minute. Need proper signal. We're going to need a rail signal, just plain old rail signal. Right, station's going to be there. Blueprint. New blueprint, please, thank you. And that is a station. It's a basic station. So then we're gonna have the unloading and offloading, right? So we have that. Then we're gonna have one space right between all that, and that's gonna be the other piece. So this is gonna be offloading as such. Right, these are all gonna be offloading. I'm gonna have this. I actually need a bit of extra space for this. I believe these are to the right. Do I have any power nearby? Let me test something real quick. It's all over there. Come on. Give me power. Let me test something. Alright. So if I have a chest, let me see. Let's grab chest. A chest with whatever in it, right? What side of these unload off to? That's all I want to see. You have power. What's up? Oh, I don't actually have connected any power. I'm connected to the other wires, that's all. Okay, so it's the bottom side. Going that way. Okay. So that's the bottom. So I do something like this, right? This is how I can get these guys to work together and get all nice and tight. Because then I can do something like that. Is this gonna work properly? Is that what I want? I think that's what I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 spaces between each station like that. And then it would be the similar on the other side. It would be flipped on the other side, right? The whole point is that they'd all converge nicely together. I don't think it's gonna work properly though. So I'm not gonna be able to continue that to the next piece. Because there's not enough room between. It's breaking. Of course it's breaking. Yeah, we're gonna need to take care of that before it gets worse. And our property's being protected, just pieces are breaking off of it. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to do similar to what we got going on over here with like this side, like this kind of loading, and where is it? Up here maybe. Like this kind of loading too, where like things are just converging together like that. But trains are so weird to get maximum throughput off of them. That's gonna be a problem. Unloading onto a belt is fine. Offloading onto a belt is fine. But loading, like onloading onto a train off a belt, not so much. Keep that in mind. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try this, like, we're gonna try this setup, right? And try doing this, like so. I was doing something similar with Peter. Me and Peter were trying to work something out on this. I'm not sure exactly how to go about this. Could I do maybe some tricky stuff like this? That, no, it's not gonna work. It's gonna be it's gonna be still one part being loaded. I could just do this, right? Maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work. It's not gonna work. I could probably try something like that. Or no, because that's going to connect directly into that. So yeah, it has to be reversed down. So that's going to be there, that's going to be there, that's going to be... Actually, the first one can go here. You're just going to need the second one like that. Right? I think I may have got it. Oh shit. Not quite. That's the right idea, right? Because then you have these converging into two lines. Then you need like a single output. I can maybe mix the lines here. No, that there, that there, that there. Have it come out like that. That works. That's not too shabby an idea. That's the best idea I got so far. Because the output on a train like that isn't like directly to a belt. It's not gonna max out belts like that, you know? So having something like that should be fine. And then there you go. That should work fine. That should pretty much fill up that line. And I really wanted to go further onto it, which might be a bad idea, is double do, like, set it up for two lines. Like that. So if you have another train on the other side, it can match up with it and kind of funnels in together. And this will be an unload station for a particular resource, since we're only expecting iron to go through this into this area, and that kind of thing. And that works. And then what we'll do is we'll mirror this on the other side, right? This is actually gonna work. I can't believe this is gonna work nearly as well as I thought it would. I did not expect me to get, like, a clean setup like this, you know? Couldn't use our grenades to clear out the rest of this, but yeah, we'll mirror this onto this side here, right? It's going to be a little different because of the way that the inserters drop it down, like drop pieces down. But in general, this is how it's going to be, you know? And we're going to map it and we're going to move it up more so that this bends correctly into it as well. Is my car down? Yeah, it's all up there. Okay. So we need more grenades to clear out an area. A little more designing. So today was a design phase. More designing, getting things together. I want to keep these episodes in because I want you to understand like why the design things and like my thought process behind it. Because when it comes to building in Factorio, it's hard to say that there's a perfect way to do something because there's so many factors to it. And so I put a lot of thought into what I do, and you can hear me do calculations, and I try to bring up calculation on the screen if I have to do a calculation. I try to involve you guys as much as possible in it and get you guys understanding what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, so I'm not sounding so crazy. And it's a rare occasion, but I've shown you guys the value of burner miners. Like everyone's like, they're terrible. It's like, no. I lost power a few episodes ago. I would have gone completely black, like completely dark. But that's what would have happened to my base if I didn't have those burner miners running. So I'm just saying, keeping a few of those efficient running miners isn't a bad idea, and they keep you running. They're not gonna keep you running forever, and they ain't gonna power your entire base by themselves. But when it comes down to making sure that you are not going to go completely dark, that's the way to go. Because the only time they stop running is when there's no more coal to pick up. That's when they stop running. Alright, now I gotta check something as well on this one. Oh, right, end of episode. We are at like 35 minute mark at this point. So I'm hoping you're enjoying the episode, enjoying the series, and I hope to see hear from you more in the future, because I am enjoying this series and I hope you are too and learning from it. If there are any discussions you want to add in, something you want to say, maybe you don't agree with something I've stated, then now is your opportunity to do so. Comment down below, or you can check out our website for more information. If you want to check out our Discord, go to the website. There's links there to go into our Discord and have chats with me directly. I am on Discord 24/7 unless I'm sleeping. Then I'm not on Discord. So technically I'm on Discord. I'm just not going to be available to respond to you. So technically I'm on 24/7. I'm just not always available 24/7. Nevertheless, this is ACryInShame signing out. So long, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you liked that video, hit the like button below. If you'd like to see more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to get notifications, make sure to hit that bell. You can also check out our website for more information on different games. If you would like to support us, check out our Patreon page for more information on how to do so.